ICYFAR, which will give me 6 Mbps. Oh my lord. And also very intermittent. Here we go, guys. It is time for iCast Your Freaking Awesome Replays, game number 2. Now, the challenge that was being played was Stress Test. You had to try and make your opponent get high blood pressure. You had to make their vein throb on their forehead and make them freak out and hopefully defecate in their own pants. Or shit the bed is the technical term. How do you do that? You do it by attacking once every 2 minutes at the very least. So we're going to see what these players did to pull that one off. Of course, if you guys want to get your replays in, the next show will be delayed by a week. So it's going to be 2 weeks from now. The show challenge will be cheeky. Show your sneakiest proxy plays. Send submissions in, and hopefully those will be cast. Of course, skipping a week, as I will be in Austin for the next week for World Championship Series. So guys, let's check out this game. Down here in the bottom left-hand side, in the red, the Zerg player. It is Roland. Wasn't that the name of the gunslinger, Roland, in Dark Tower? The books, we're not going to talk about the movie. The movie wasn't the worst thing ever, if you just pretend it had nothing to do with the books. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't good. It had what's-his-name in it. I like him. I still call him Stringer Bell. I always forget his name. Up here in the top right-hand side, representing King SC, it is Angel Nex. I don't know why I can't remember his name. Normally I do remember his name. That guy's awesome. Best books ever. Oh, dude, they're so good. I never finished reading them. I've really got to actually go and read the whole Dark Tower series. I remember randomly picking up the one of them and just like reading it one day, and I was like, oh my god, this book is so good. Stephen King is a master, man. Idris Elba, that's his name. Roland de Gilead, that's his name. That's his name. Yeah, Idris Elba. Roland is obviously the character's name. Yeah, Idris Elba's fucking badass, man. Fucking badass. Alright, so it looks like Roland here is missing the 2-minute mark. But you know what, guys? We'll give a bit of leeway. Has clearly gone for an early pull. Is trying to get the aggression going as fast as possible. Pulling out his guns, and he's about to start slinging. There's a zealot that's almost out, though. The probes are pulling down. Oh, shit. Oh, my god, the Zerglings. Trying to go for the Pylo. Pylo, heavily bruised. He's going, ow, why'd you hurt me? The Zergling's going to run deep in the base. The probe's backing off. 3 probes going to stay with the Zealot. They're going to try and fight him. These Zerglings take that probe to destination. Fucked. Right, quick and fast. And the other ones are going to start doing a bit of a runabout. They're going to say, chase us. Hey, look over here. Look over here. Meanwhile, oh, you left your fucking wall open, didn't you? Oh, shit. A tasteless pylon goes down to help the Artosis pylon. Artie's already dead. Tasteless has hardly even put his pants on yet. And Artie goes down again. That's the story of today. A lot of Artosis deaths or Artosis being left out on his own alone. Oh, another fucking probes. Quick trip to destination fucked there. Meanwhile, oh god! Like 5 probes go down and the Zerglings are like, no dude, we don't want to fight. The Zealot is that exceptionally good fighter who is very, very slow. He's chasing the small, agile guy around the ring. It's the fucking world-class heavyweight UFC fighter over here. And over here we have a little pack of Mcgregors. That's what I like to think of them as. They're weaving, they're darting, they're knocking out the probes in single punches. Oh my god. And look at it, the heavyweight. I mean, the single swipe, he almost knocks out one of the Mcgregors, but the Mcgregors, being the cheeky little Irish boys that they are finally gonna get shut down after a casual 11 probe kills. Good job, Squad Mcgregor there. And guess what? Now you're locked in your own base. Your only pylon powering your tech is locking you into your own base. Or in the case of this Adept, locking out. She's trying to pretend she's in the base. She's like, if I just stand up against the wall, hopefully the Zerg will assume I'm inside it or part of it. It'll be like an optical illusion. No, I don't think he'll fall for that. Let's fucking get out on the map and have a look around at least. Okay, why not? Behind this, a 3rd base is on the way for Roland. Roland, of course, just kind of trying to drone up after that, recover a little bit, and catch up with the economy after doing some nice damage. Angel Nex's base looking a little bit like what I imagine Chernobyl looks like right now. There's a couple of those stalker people going around fighting mutant dogs, scavenging. It's definitely not a thriving economy though, you know? I mean, when this dude's face is rotating next to your fucking Nexus like some sort of deity, you know things aren't going well. Meanwhile, Lady Adept is going to dive into the base. She hasn't quite managed to get a kill just yet, but wedges herself in the minerals and she says, yeah, take a couple of laser frisbees. I'm going to kill a Zergling before I go. How about that? The Zerglings are like, yeah, sure, buddy, but we're going to counterattack now, and I hope you're prepared, because we are going to attack and find a solid wall in with literally nothing with ranged attack that can shoot over it. Right now, the Zealot is trying to sharpen his blades. He's saying, if only I could reach over the wall right now. If only these laser blades were just slightly longer, then I could contribute in some way to society. But no, an Adept has to get caught in. She says, fucking Zealot, do I always have to do your job, you useless piece of shit? The Zealot says, yeah, I mean, you do. Because, of course, that's kind of how society works and shit, you know? So she's there, she's doing all the work. She's getting paid half as much as the Zealot. Don't know if you guys knew that. That is actually a true fact, though. And the Adept, she kills 5 Zerglings, then is like, okay, I guess that's it for now. Gonna have to have this wall off. Isn't this a real piece of fucking art here? The Zealot's like, it's okay, don't worry, this is how you stand in a wall. Decides to start mansplaining it to her. He's like, look, you stand in between the two structures, and then you go on hold position, and then you use your side blades. She's like, I know how to do that. I've done it dozens of times. I'm an experienced warrior. I have many more kills than you. And they both fucking die while he's still mid-sentence mansplaining his fucking ass off. The probes here are like, shit, not again. A bunch of little Irish fuckers running around my mineral line. Unlike leprechauns, when you zap a Zergling, coins don't fly all over the place, so it's not really a good experience, you know? If money popped into your base, at least when you killed the Zerglings, you wouldn't be so pissed about losing the probes, but it's not like that, and unfortunately, cheeky Invisible Boy does have to clean up everything. Meanwhile, though, there is a warp prism on the other side of the map. We're going to have to see if Angel Nex can find a way to equalize here. Probably forgotten about it right now. I think is still kind of contemplating how safe this wall is right now. Is like, you know what, let's put another pylon down. Let's add a tassels to my version 3 of Artosis, since like 3 Artosises have died this game. Gonna go for the Nexus up here at the 3rd. And yeah, this is, I think this is an okay position. I've got an Immortal and a Dark Templar. This is a well-balanced composition. I mean, DTs can kill the Zerglings and Immortals can kill the Roaches. I don't think Zerg can counter this at all. Meanwhile, Roland says, I'm going to build 400 Zerglings, and how about a nice tall glass of get fucked? Not even a cancel on the Nexus. The DT's like, shit. That's me work order? I'm backed up for fucking months. There's no way I'm ever going to finish this. The Overseer decides to provide a bit of vision, but for now, Roland is like, you know what? I'll let you continue thinking you can take this Nexus. Drop it down again. No worries. Go for it. Have a go. I'd love another cancel. I would love it. Angel Nex is like, fuck this. It's Archon time, buddy. My red hit point warp prism. As every Protoss player out there knows, running into the opponent's base with a red hit point warp prism, it's a safe, solid decision. It's something which always works out. It never turns bad. It's always a good idea. And as if Pig can see into the future, he's like, fuck, there's a bunch of queens there. Actually, good micro from Angel Nex. But at the same time, fuck me. DT's warping in, but there's an Overseer there. The Zerglings are starting to overwhelm this. Those DT's actually somehow winning that fight. These Archons trying to chase down these queens. Roland here is on point with the defense, though. These queens hiding behind the Hydralisk den. They're like, shit, these Archons do a lot of damage. Meanwhile, somehow those DT's actually defended the 3rd base. The Hydras come out and, you know what? The Archons killed a few queens. The Warp Prism survived. Not how I expected it to go. A little bit surprised there, to be fair. Roland's still definitely in control of this game, though. I think this is every Zerg's goal, really, in most matchups, is get it to the point where you're kind of just fucking A-moving units all over the place and watch your opponent struggle really hard because their units actually require micro. Fuck me. These 3 DTs run in. They're like, hey, we're going to go have a look in the girls' locker room. And these Hydralisks just fucking shoot needles into their eyes and then fucking murder them. So yeah, don't be a pervert. Unfortunately, all DTs literally are perverts. Protoss are designed around perverts. Speaking of it, Robotics Bay. Wonder if we're going to see some pervert speed. Observer speed, the best upgrade in the game. We've got Double Forge on the way. So Angel Nex is going for a bit of a gamble. Angel Nex is like, you know what? things have not gone that great, but I've got some Immortals. I'm going to try and go double upgrades and charge and Colossi, and I'm just going to get all the fucking things, and we're going to try and build up a ball of death. It's not really a death ball, it's a ball of death. It's slightly different. It's not really, it's the same thing. It's semantics at this point, but apparently there was some sort of market fucking research study where they decided that apparently death ball had too many negative connotations after 8 years of StarCraft 2, and Protoss, who wanted to change their image, decided to say, you know what, we're gonna move it around. It's the ball of death now, as if that made any difference. But you know what? As long as that market research department managed to justify the fact that they get paid so much goddamn money, it's all good, right? Speaking of it being all good, I don't think it is all good for Angel Next right now. I think it's all fucked. You know, when you're pulling probes into Roach Hydra, things haven't really gone the way you planned. But hey, a battery boy does pop up in the back, and these 4 Immortals look like they might just barely be enough. They are going to be able to take it down. Oh shit, a few more Hydras coming in. The Immortals are starting to fall. Oh god, another Immortal goes down at the same time though. 2 Stalkers and a Zealot actually going to take that hatch down. Not too bad there. Oh god, Hydras in the mineral line. That moment where you think you've held as a Protoss. 4 Hydras get in your mineral line and your entire economy gets shredded in about 3 seconds. Roland is having a bit of fun. These Hydras are just ripping it up right now. And shit. Oh, Roland, you're going to lose your 4th base. Roland's 4th goes down. He's like, I don't even care. My attack's being cleaned up. I'm going Roaches. Let's make a Hive. I want the tier 3 things. Roland's like, I'm taking it to the next level. Taking it to the next stage. And he's going to strive for excellence in the next part of this game. Maybe add some Vipers in. Abduct some of these big Immortals. We do have Colossus range finishing. And, ooh, the first Colossi coming on out. Colossi, kind of trash versus Roaches, but kind of amazing versus Hydras and Zerglings. A very, very particular unit. You can see by the way they walk. They are a very particular unit. If you give a Colossi a drink, you know the pinky's going up while you're drinking that. That's it. The Colossi is a fancy unit. Don't say the C word around Colossi. Even Australian Colossi get offended by the C word. Yeah. You normally you call your mates, you know the C word, but not with a Colossi. They'll be like, how dare you? That is offensive. Meanwhile, we got +2/+1 on the way. We got a second Robo and more Colossi. Now, this is that point where Colossi are fucking amazing in the game against a big ball of Roaches and Hydras, right? But if Broodlords or enough Lurkers come out, Colossi can be kind of shit. So it kind of depends how the fight goes down. We're going to see how it goes. Oh, shit! Oh, no! Angel Next! The Prism, which has somehow survived all game, survives again. What the fuck? I feel like this Prism is like proof that this game is... I don't know, if Angel Next is hacking, this game is some sort of extreme example of what never happens in a game of StarCraft. But how long... I mean, I think the expected life expectancy of a 9 hit point Warp Prism is about 32 seconds in a game. So far, it's been about 6 minutes since it's been down to that hit points. Looks like Angel Next's life might be over, though. These Roach Hydra come in, they kill about 30 probes, and yet there's still 64 left. Holy shit, how large was your economy, Angel Next? Even recalls some of the probes to safety. Angel Next is out and angry right now, wants to jump on this army. I don't know if this is a good position to engage. A great concave for the Roach Hydra. And Angel Next has only got 2 Colossi. There's not that much splash damage here. Oh shit, a terrible engagement angle. The upgrades aren't quite done yet either. A few more Zealots warping in, and it's going to come back to the battery boys. Roland says, ha ha ha, I'm going to win this game. Of course, he's forgotten that shield batteries are a good skill to have. And you think, I've won, I've done it, I'm gonna break through. But I think, maybe, I mean, numbers-wise, if it wasn't for the batteries, this would be game over. But what we're watching right now is the power of 2 Colossi, Micro, and some battery boys. The probes are gonna start to fall, but holy shit, Angel Next, you god, how are you still alive in this game? Somehow, these 2 Colossi both stand, one with 16 kills, one with 11. And the Hydras are going to back off. Their butts are a little bit red. They've been getting a bit of a spanking. I mean, that was definitely a trap there. You know, you see a couple of bubbles and you go, it's just some bubbles. What could they possibly do? But unlike hopping into a bubble bath, it's like getting bubble bath in your eyes. You try to chase Colossi, Archons, anything like that through shield batteries with Roaches and Hydras. It is not a nice feeling. It is fucking awful. It is terrible. It is painful and disgusting. And I mean, Angel Next is like, you know what? I'm rebuilding my 4th. I've still got 50 plus probes up. I'm building Archons and Colossi. I've got Storm on the way. Angel Next might actually make an epic comeback. Me know how to speak good English. And oh fuck, one of the Colossi goes down. The Corruptors look like they are going to do their work. Some hot Prism micro, but the Prism goes down. The other Colossi goes down. I think Angel Next might finally be dead. The Hydra Corruptor looks like it's going to do it. I think Roland here has managed to come in with the non-stop waves of aggression and I was going to back off, not falling for the bait. Sees 2 Colossi in a mineral line with shield batteries, has learnt the lesson. Roland says, I know what that means. It means I need to get the fuck out of here right now. Roland showing he is indeed a clever boy, can pull up his diapers on his own now, says, I'm a big boy now, mum, and doesn't just fucking walk into a splattery shit death. Wait a second. I may have spoken too soon. No. Oh, the Colossi are in the open. Their batteries have done a good amount of healing, but 1 Colossi falls. There's only Stalkers on the ground. I don't know if you guys know, but every Stalker, when it comes to damage output, is an actual hallucination. They contribute almost nothing to the battle. They're kind of fucking useless. But GG, well played, Roland. Angel Next there with an impressive fight, hanging on, but not quite able to do it. GG, well played, Roland. Thank you for submitting that one. We always assume the person who submitted the replay is the one who won, because there's something I learned many years ago about StarCraft players, and it's we have fragile egos, and we never, ever send replays of losses in to anyone ever, because it would disrupt our mental view of ourselves where we think we're all fucking perfect at the game. Just my weekly reminder, guys, send in some losses. I like it when you do some cool shit and then you don't quite pull it off. It's pretty fucking awesome. I like it. Thank you guys for hanging out. Have we got any new things? Thank fuck with the 500